that. Up here in the top left side of the map, the most famous player from Taiwan, everybody's fan favorite madman, the creative genius. It is Haas.
The breaker of Kalaris.
A laughing fit that lasted for an entire series.
And in the bottom right, in the red, this is ButAlways, the contender.
I am hoping we have webcams. ButAlways usually has a super zoomed in webcam, so we can see 2/3 of his face.
Yep.
I like the setups we have in this region. There we go.
Also looks like it's 4x3 as well, so we got the black bars on the side. Hell yeah, dude.
I like with Mio Micah's one how it's behind his monitor as
Yeah,
well. You
it's
like you feel like looking in his window or something.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't want it on top of his monitor for whatever reason. I don't know.
I do like Haas seems to have new like wallpaper or something next to him.
Yeah, what is that? Interesting. Yeah, it's weird to see parts of Haas's wall that aren't covered in anime waifu posters.
Yeah. Definitely breaking out of the mold, but who knows? You know, these players are
Maybe
allowed
that
to
was
evolve.
Look, hey, I think the camera was more to the right last time. Maybe that's just what was always there and we just never saw that wall.
Oh. So they're both hiding pylons in the very top of the map. But always looks more like a proxy pylon though. Haas looks like a hidden pylon.
Yeah, but always is keeping his probe right next to the pylon, which is a good sign that he wants to actually put something there. Haas is just being doing the PvP thing of going, where's my third pylon? You don't know.
Did Haas scout at all?
No.
He's just taking the gold base, isn't he? Maybe.
I mean, if he gets proxied, he's going to wish he didn't.
It's a crazy thing to do. But always sees the pylon. He's going Stargate. 2 Adept Stargate versus 2 Stalkers. Haas is actually going to go Robo defensively. Now, obviously, you're playing ButAlways. He 3-gate Robos 80% of his PvPs. So Haas is just assuming. He's like, yeah, he's probably 3-gate Roboing. We just assume. And he did see a probe in the top of the map. So he's going to go up here and check. Oh, very smart.
That's good star sense from Haas. He is going to... Yeah, I mean, you have to go top right here. If you take that far of a walk with the probe, you might as well go up the high ground.
Oh, we changed the path,
God.
Maynard! He'll see it, but it won't
It's like
have
the
as
last
much time
possible
to prepare.
second. Yeah.
That's always it, isn't it? These days, pros are always like queuing a path on the minimap, then they go back and they're like, oh, actually, I'll go do this one. And you're like, no.
So generally PvP, the Stargate player it has an advantage over the Robo player, but it doesn't always mean that the Stargate player like inherently is going to take the big advantage. It just
bad shade. You're absolutely right, though. Yeah, Stargate should be better than Robo, but you shut down the first 2 Adepts. You have a battery ready here. Battery is a bit far to the left of the mineral line, so it doesn't actually cover the workers on the right gas. So Oracles could still dart in and get kills. ButAlways is going Robo behind this. Now, historically, ButAlways is really amazing. Like I said, the first 4.5 minutes. His weakness and how he consistently dies to both Haas and ButAlways, Haas and Nice, is he gets ahead and he just won't expand. He just refuses to expand and build workers because it's just not his wheelhouse. He's the Taiwanese printf, you know, he's like one base or die trying pretty much always. So we've seen a lot of games in the past few years where I'm like, oh, if he just like expands, he gets ahead. But then you realize like his opponents kind of, it's the lack of him having the skill set to expand and play a macro PvP. It's always like his plan C or D, only when he's forced to. That's what allows them to play so safe versus him. That's his one big Achilles heel, which Haas very happy to exploit here.
Robo Bay getting dropped now for ButAlways. Part 2 of the plan is to just abandon the Stargate completely and go for a much later Robotech play. Meanwhile, Haas's Robotech play with Stargate, with Gateway defense, Gateway support rather, is going to go up that ramp, and I mean, that's a lot of Stalkers.
Robo Bay for ButAlways versus Twilight for Haas. Oracle. Oh, Stasis Trap actually froze the worker trying to expand for Haas behind this as well, which is cute. But nice snipe on this pylon. Gets rid of a battery as well. Haas controlling that low ground with that prism advantage. And
he can just go up there, right?
I mean, yeah, he could. He's taking a bit of damage on some of his Stalkers, though, so I think he doesn't want to risk getting force fielded either.
I mean,
it's
definitely the smarter and more like plus EV play to just take out the gateway, guarantee the damage, trade where you can with the units, and then pull back because it's like just exacerbating your advantage.
ButAlways is still trying to force the one base play, right? He's warping in 2 more adepts, but there's stalkers there. This is the problem ButAlways is having. He's trying to get damage so hard. House is playing so conservative. This is actually doing more than I thought. Oh, yeah. Very well done.
All right, all right. Yeah, that's good damage. And both adepts lived. Wow.
Very good. Disruptor's coming out, but if ButAlways was taking a gold base behind this, I feel so good for his position. Like, that would be huge, you know. But with Blink on the way, ButAlways is going to have a Haas is going to have a massive tech advantage, sorry. Going to repower the Stargate. Oh, wow.
I like it.
You know he's going to build a second Oracle and then just come in. He's like, surprise, shield battery doesn't defend this. Like,
yeah. I love it. I love
very
it.
Good.
Yeah. Just needs to make sure that he doesn't overextend down here on his side of the map. I mean, by that, I mean, taking a natural nexus is going to be a little bit tough without the Disruptor to really show away those Stalkers. Does mean that Haas is going to have a pretty strong economy in the next few minutes.
If he can make Haas look somewhere else and drop a Disruptor on the Stalkers, it'd be good. But the Stalkers do pull back. And a depth drop of his own coming on in here for Haas, but always quickly warping in a Stalker, though. Should be able to push this back with minimal probe losses. Oh, that was 6 Stalkers, Maynard.
That was as good as it gets for that Disruptor Nova. But always getting a lovely catch there. He's gone fishing.
We were saying, like, if he can make him look elsewhere, but he was like, oh, no. He's going to, like, he sees the pressure coming and he instantly went for that Disruptor shot. Oh, so smart. But always so patient, dude. He's so beautiful in these early game scenarios. If he could just get a Nexus up, he's got it. I think he's just going to all in on one base. That actually could work, though. He's got a massive army supply lead now. He's got an Immortal as well. It's going to be really hard for Haas to defend this.
We're officially past the 7-minute mark. We're in ButAlways Haas late game.
This is late game for these two. They have their own meta. Oh, Prism
blink.
goes down. And what the Disruptor. Oh, you savage, Haas. What the hell, man?
Oh, man. Dude, this guy has a family.
Damn, Oracle coming in. These Stalkers just running across the map. Oof. Great play by Haas. If there was a few more Stalkers there, he could have punished that maybe, but ButAlways has to tap out.
Yeah.
Very well played by Haas.
Damn, dude. What decisiveness. What killer instinct from Haas to grab that Prism, finish off the Immortal, and take every advantage from ButAlways away.
Insane. I love it, dude. Proxy Stargate into one base Robo versus one base Robo War into I have Blink, you have Disruptors, an amazing Disruptor shot. And you know what? That should have been a GG because a normal Protoss player in Haas's shoes would have been on 30 probes, trying to build more gateways. Haas was like, no. I'm still on 22. I didn't rebuild any workers this game. I am just massing Blink Stalkers. Because I know that you are going to one base all in. Remember, I talked about the weakness of ButAlways is you know that he's going to commit to the one base all in almost always. And that piece of information that you know without scouting anything, without having to know, I mean, he did have the contain at the front as well. It's what allows Haas to just, hey, perfect play for the situation.
Indeed. And as a result, the man himself has got a 1-0 lead. But guys, we'll take a short break. When we return, can ButAlways tie that up? Let's find out together after the break. G'day, StarCraft fans. Welcome back. We are in the midst of our last best of 5 for the evening between Haas and ButAlways with, you guessed it, Haas currently 1-0 up on ButAlways, the contender. We're still looking for that quick and dirty dub. As you mentioned before our break, he likes those one-base plays. Predictable almost in that way, likes these one-bases. And Haas, you know, he's generally the defender in these series rather than the aggressor.
Absolutely, and he's also the man that scouted every corner of that map and found the proxy and, you know, depowered it and that sort of stuff. Haas, I feel like he's just adapting very well to the scenario, to his opponent, and very willing to just stay on the high ground there, defend there, get his blink up, go and push across the map, and always be ready for the adepts. I do think that first adept pair shading in a bit of a bummer for ButAlways. If you keep those alive, get a bit more pressure, get a bit more vision, kind of see what's going on. And as always, I always harp on about this every season, but I'm like, a little bit more, show the proxy, show the aggression, do a greedy expand build would be amazing for ButAlways. Like, that's the whole game of StarCraft, but there is always an intersection of, this is the best way to get ahead against what my opponent expects from me. But then there's, have I put in the thousands of hours required to practice that to a level to the point where I can play it against a guy like Haas? And that's not always the same story. Everyone has their own range as a player, their own, you know, things they can pull off really tight and things they know they'll be a bit sloppy if they try it out here. Up here in the top right side, I'd love to see him get a bit greedy here on Stargazers. It is none other than ButAlways.
And over here in the top left of Stargazers, currently up 1 in the series. This is the previous king of Taiwan, Haas.
Some would call him a king in exile with how well Nice has been doing over the last 2 years. Had his kingdom split in half. Nice full wall off. So yeah, the full wall off has gotten more popular on this map. Just deny your opponent's scouting. I don't think Haas, did he send a probe across the map? I don't think he did, right?
Didn't see Haas probe
he did
in the main.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really hard to see the different colors in the minimap. Hey, I think it's a little bit pixelated for us.
Yeah, it's just the preview that we're working with. It's pretty much impossible to see if any of the small units is red or blue. The buildings we can always see, but the small ones, that's why I'm like, Insado thankfully is the best observer. I'm just like,
yeah, lucky.
What's the thing over there? And he's just like always showing us, which is great.
He's good like that.
All right, so it looks like a 2-gate expand for Haas versus a 1-gate expand for ButAlways. Both probably eyeing the inside base. Haas has already mined his out. That Zealot will defend the pylon. Probe does a lot of damage to it. Good pullback by ButAlways, though. ButAlways is not mining out the in-base minerals. Nexus goes down for Haas. ButAlways builds a sentry. Okay. Forward Stargate.
Yeah. On for the proxy is ButAlways once again. Proxy
I like it.
Stargate in the last map too.
It's like a proxy inside your base as well. That's what's cool about this map. It's so close to the enemy, but it's still easy to protect.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a great map for this strat. PvZ, PvP. Do people proxy Stargate in PvT anymore? I feel like it's not super common.
Definitely Hero. Hero likes to do it. Creator got a insta-win versus Maru in GSL.
Oh, right on.
The quick Oracle. So I wouldn't say it's too common, but it's mixed in there. And then there's like a wave of every Terran going blind Cyclone, and it, you know, everyone stops doing it, and then it comes back in again. But what's fascinating about this is ButAlways has completely walled himself in. Is he okay? He's mining the minerals finally. Took a while to start doing that. He's got to get that Nexus started. He's already at 400 minerals. And it's a Robo for Haas. So Stargate should be better than Robo, but a much quicker Nexus for Haas is already finished.
And scouted by ButAlways is Hallucinated Phoenix, confirming the faster economy for his opponent.
Nexus does start there for ButAlways. As long as he keeps probing, he can maintain the economy, and he's already got a second Oracle on the way.
All right.
Oh,
that's a few dead probes.
Nice.
Very nice start to the proxy Stargate.
Doesn't keep the acceleration going, so a bit of a miss micro on the Oracle there. Does still get on by, though. Makes it 4 kills and gets a 5th one on the way out. Still pretty healthy as well, but that last volley does hurt.
Yeah, 5 probes going down. Not too bloody bad, considering the Oracle is still alive, of course. But always his second Oracle coming on in here. Nice and healthy, ready for more dead probes. 7 going down now total.
Ooh.
Oh, that might be toast. Yep.
That's painful.
Unfortunate.
No double Oracle threat going to be available. And, you know, it's a pretty even game. Because it's like Twilight and the second gate, you know, are coming up a bit later than the Warp Prism. So Haas, I feel, has a slightly better, well, actually a much bigger army right now. And the worker count's quite even. There's still 1 Oracle on the map, which will pin Haas back at least a little. Actually, that Oracle could fly in on the natural and find some more damage. Is Haas just leaving his main undefended again? Wow.
He's got the Prism with some units in it. Could use, I was going to say, could use that to defend. Let's get those units in the mineral line real quick.
But always Oracle micro. It's all right, but could be just a little bit better. Did see this Prism coming, and he is well prepared, though. Haas is going to have to get out of here. But actually, only 2 Stalkers and a Sentry. Oh, my lord.
Yeah, there's not much on the ground at all for ButAlways. He's put a ton of resources into this Proxy Stargate play. And also Phoenix on the way.
Oh, he's supply blocked. Otherwise, he was going to warp in some Zealots or Adepts here.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, Haas is supply blocked. He could have straight up killed him here by the looks of it. Phoenix does come out and push this back, but he's just going to unload and get rid of that Phoenix. Shouldn't be able to kill the Prism unless he wants to sacrifice the Phoenix.
Yeah, it can be really tempting, especially when something's deep in the red and it's one shot and you're just like, God, just one more. Happens a lot. Oh, man, that supply block is brutal on 54 supply for Haas.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, he didn't have his probing interrupted too badly, I guess, so it's not the end of the world, but a little awkward for sure. Oracle still alive in the back there for ButAlways. Sees the Forge, the upgrades on the way. We are playing a bit more of a macro game, something where Haas is going to be pretty comfy. He is ahead in this game. Proxy Gate goes up for ButAlways, already thinking about attacking, but again, he's going to lose a gateway at the front. I don't think he can contest that Stalker count. Or he could battery overcharge, actually.
Battery is up on the higher. Oh, big blink forward. No more battery for him. It just feels like he doesn't need it. Phoenix assisting, lifting one of the Stalkers out of the fight. A lot of Haas's Stalkers very beaten, battered, and bruised.
Oh, wow.
And ButAlways takes an extremely convincing fight.
Oh my gosh, 2 games in a row where he just gets like 6 Stalker kills almost for free. Beautiful. And he's ready to counterattack. Haas has the Desperation Dark Shrine on the way, but he doesn't have a warp-in point on the map, so... Oh, it's all about the army numbers, which are massively in ButAlways' favor. His gateway's coming up as well. Gonna really help him out. The Oracle and the Phoenix there. Don't know if they can add too much to this. Haas, he's trying to build shield battery. Stasis trap, gonna go down to start the aggression. The Stalkers just dive on in there.
They certainly do. Is this enough from ButAlways to clinch the win? And not just yet. Haas, keep in mind, even though he is under a lot of pressure right now, he has been ahead on economy for a hot minute. So it's up to ButAlways to even the playing field here by finding some pretty nice damage with these Stalkers. So he's not done.
It's like the Phoenix would be huge. Just get rid of the high ground vision would be very nice. But, yep, losing a gateway. Mylon will go down as well. I mean, this is all very, very, very good for the red Protoss. 3 more Stalkers on the way. ButAlways is getting counterattacked. It's a Dark
DT.
Templar drop. He has no detection. That's going to be GG.
I think so. That's checkmate, unfortunately.
Oh, that's painful. That is a beautiful... Dude, Haas is a bloody DT Whisperer, man.
Single G from ButAlways. Man, how does he... I didn't think it was physically possible to dig up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like he has a sixth sense for it. I mean, this is kind of the same thing with the game against Rex just the other day, where it's like he has this sense for like, when are they never going to expect DTs? And I think with ButAlways, he's like, oh, okay, you're always going to cut a corner. And in this scenario, after opening Stargate, having Oracles in my base, you know what, the moment that Oracle leaves and gets focused on the defense by my Prism, I can already have a DT Shrine going up at home. And I know you're not going to have a Robo, because building a Stargate, then a Twilight for Blink, and a Robo, do you know how expensive that is, Maynard? If you do that, you're committing to a very long game, because you can't do that and do an all-in. He knows that ButAlways is at all times struggling to contain his violent urges. He cannot hold an all-in back for that long. It's just not possible. It's not in his nature.
Especially when ButAlways gets something like this. He's like, ugh, I just killed 6 stalkers for free. Like, more blood. More blue goo.
More blood for the blood gods.
Skulls for the skull throne. Milk for the cornflakes.
Milk for the cornflakes. Amazing.
Corn with a K, of course. KHORNE.
Oh, heck yeah.
But yeah, like, and then Haas just, see, he's like, oh, you know, he's the dog from the meme in that flaming cafe. This is fine. He's like, it's all right. Look, I'm behind in supplies. I've traded badly. I'm still gonna win though.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna call him like La Cucaracha or El Cucaracha at this point.
Yeah, that was SOS's old name, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just won't die, man. He always finds a way to make the dirty comeback. Just when you think he's washed up, he's like, no, I still know how to win, man.
Yeah, I mean, this has not been a very long series so far, which is not a shock, because so far Haas with a dominating score. Both games have that similar vibe of ButAlways getting a big win in trade, like getting that disruptor shot on the 6 stalkers, getting that really great fight on the front of his ramp there, and these natural against the stalkers of Haas, but not being able to capitalize and actually getting the win. Hasn't been able to actually do that just yet. Haas has been a little bit too strong in stabilizing and even counter blowing.
He seems to find the perfect jab across the map to take the fight back over to him and just take him out of the fight just right there and then. So, I mean, I love the openings. I love the chaos that can be caused. He's made the series very close in past years. Got to bring his A game out now. He's got to win the next 3 in a row to bring this series back. In the bottom right side of the map, going into Moondance, this is ButAlways.
And in the top left, he only needs to Moondance one more time with this nerd to get himself a clean 3-0 sweep. Can he do it? This is Haas.
Two games in a row that both made it past the 7-minute mark, Maynard. Uncharacteristic for the bouts between these two. Moondance, a map with a very short rush distance, lots of proxy spots now. I don't think either of these two would do it because the map's been out for too long. But I guarantee you their early ladder run-ins were just them proxying in the back base of each other, like, repeatedly. It's such a cute little spot to proxy, and Haas is going back there.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Okay, well, he's in. Solid snake. What was that noise?
It feels like it's too obvious, but is ButAlways full walling?
Okay, no, there's a gap still.
Off.
Yep.
That's a cool pylon as well. Even though it's a little exposed, you can power a battery on the low ground with it. So it kind of helps you secure your expansion without really committing to the low ground.
All right. Well, this game's starting off very interesting here.
A couple of stalkers a bit earlier for Haas. So I think his core was just a little faster, a bit tighter on the opening.
All right. We're just getting another big scout off there for Haas, just confirming what's happening in the high ground. Whether or not he goes through with his plan. Is this just the warp in a couple of depths, or
yeah,
you know?
I think it's like the low commitment pylon, right? I don't think he puts a Stargate or anything down there. Because it seems like it's almost too obvious on this map. Like, I've seen it so many times in recent weeks, people proxy there. So I think it's like one of those ones where he's like, yeah, I'll hide the pylon here and maybe I'll warp some stuff in later. But not committing too much. Ooh, that's 3-gate Robo, the classic ButAlways build, and Haas going for the Nexus Maynard. This one's going to get dicey.
Oh, baby.
Defensive Robo as well, so Haas playing very safe. He knows what's coming. He's already like, yeah, you're probably going to just try and kill me. So yeah, immediate battery, sentries on the way. And the thing is, it might look like it's going ButAlways' way, and then 2 Adepts will shade up his ramp from... Actually, no, ButAlways will probably... Oh, ButAlways is expanding!
Whoa, dude.
Defying our expectations, my gosh.
It's his first second Nexus in this series so far.
That's crazy. Wow, okay. So the Phoenix is there as well. Okay. Sees exactly what's going on. It feels like ButAlways actually has the information advantage right now. He could definitely make something of this. I love it. I keep asking for this sort of game. Pretend you're all inning and then just play greedy. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, come on, do it. Easier said than done. This is a much more complicated build order, right? There's a lot more things you have to calculate and weigh up. Those 2 adepts you called much earlier, Maynard, warping it in the back. And hallucination comes in for Haas. So that's going to kind of pull ButAlways units to maybe deal with the hallucination, and they might be able to shade on in. Ooh.
I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be
Force
some dead
field
probes.
Maybe, but no.
Oh, probe pool here. Is that 6 dead? No, 4 dead, 5 dead.
He
There it
barely
is.
gets the 5th one off.
Just
the Frisbee
barely.
hits the probe in the face. Another 2 immediately warp in. You got to deal with where they came from. You cannot be ignoring that pylon back there, ButAlways. I think he's coming.
All right.
Okay.
Gonna go do the wall off, but I think it's smart. Don't really want to mess with those adepts too much. They're gonna go for the recall. I think that's a good call for that from Haas. Just keep those ladies safe.
Yeah. 2 adept counterattack here for ButAlways. He's already down on workers. He needs something right now. Haas, though, had a probe on patrol. He did see this coming, but nonetheless, these 3 or 4 probes and big mining time going down. Oh, good trap.
Yeah, nice force field. It
He
does
goes back
mean
to
that
mine.
the adept's gonna get a few more probes though.
Yeah, it goes back a little early there, doesn't he? Unfortunately, not continuing to focus fire.
Yeah, he could have gotten like
Damages the sentry.
7 probes at least, maybe 8.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, Haas is going to do Adepts in the Natural and Immortal 2 Stalker drop in the main base. Cute moves here. Immortal 2 Stalker versus Immortal 2 Stalker.
But one of them has a prism.
Oh, there we go. Stalker Sentry will be able to defend this. This is just chaos right now. Haas gets a few probes. Oh, ButAlways almost gets the prism.
Ugh. So close, so close.
All right, ButAlways is done with this. There's too much multitasking and skirmishing. He's building a Colossus. He says, wait, no, cancels that, builds a Disruptor. Okay. And Warp Prism Speed. Okay, all right, you mad lad. He is going for Speed Prism Disruptor drops. Very cute. ButAlways is actually up for workers right now. I think Haas is going for an all-in, though. He's got 3 Immortals, 3 Sentries, 2 more Gateways coming up. He's just going for a giant attack. The Disruptor is going to need to get a big hit to make this work. The Stalkers are hunting for the Prism right now. He sees it now in the middle of the map, but his Stalkers are trapped outside of the map. I think ButAlways has to recall those.
Yeah. The attack is on the way. He needs everything on the front line here.
Ooh, here we go. Battery's going down. Immortal trying to pull to the front as well. The Disruptor's here. Almost gets the Prism, but not quite. Great catch. Ooh, good pickup, though. ButAlways Micro is sick.
Oh, not a bad Nova. Gets 2 Sentries and also a Adept.
Very nice. Can't be losing that Disruptor, but good force field. Gets the Prism. Ooh, the Immortals are quite scary, though. The lack of a battery here really hurts. And oh, he kills his own Stalker.
Oopsie daisies, but always getting frazzled a little bit here.
Oh, man, with the battery overcharge, though, he does have a much better force. Oh, my gosh. Disruptor going to throw another ball out. I think Haas might be done here.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
Always shutting that one down.
I think so. It gets the Disruptor on the way out, but again, like, this is a huge trade for ButAlways. He is up 17 army supply, the 7.5 minute mark, which is absolutely massive in this mirror matchup. So Haas needs to, get all hands on deck back at home here because the counterattack for ButAlways is imminent, and it's going to be brutal.
Oh, he catches those 2 Stalkers on the way back as well. Very well done. That one's, of course, off in no man's land. Haas is going to send a 2 Adept counterattack in, so he's saying, look, if I can defend this, I'm going to be way ahead on economy. The problem is he has 3 Zealots and an Immortal. He's trying to go second Robo, so he wants to go double Robo defense, but, man, he is massively outgunned.
Yeah, and shield batteries are good, but they ain't that good.
Oh, just move in and click the battery would be an easy win here. He's taking his time as ButAlways, killing the gateways down here. Interesting.
All right. Good Prism Micro from Haas, just juggling that Immortal to the backside. It's not really firing and killing things, though. Adepts on the other side of the map just trying to make this hurt for ButAlways, just in case Haas holds.
Wow, Haas is doing an incredible job hanging on right now. ButAlways just needs to shove in. He's got the numbers. He's got to force the issue. The Adepts, looks like they didn't achieve that much back at home. Haas is actually the one losing probes right now, not ButAlways. There's 2 Immortals out. 2 Immortals. I mean, the micro is so good by Haas. He's just not letting those Immortals go down.
I mean, 2 Immortals in a Prism.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to definitely affect him.
Looks like the Adept's finally defending at home here for ButAlways. He's equal on workers now, and remember, he's got Disruptors, so he can afford to stall things out, right? He doesn't need to shove in so hard. And that Disruptor up front does get saved by the Warp Prism. Oh, the Warp Prism getting healed by the battery. One of the Immortals does fall. The other one falls. And that should spell the end of Haas in this game. Great play by ButAlways. Proxying a RoboBay. What the heck? I just love it, dude. Who thinks to proxy a RoboBay? He goes, what looks like a 3-gate Robo, expands, proxies a RoboBay for Speed Prism Disruptor drop. What a cool game.
The less predictable and the more weird you are, the better. And I think everyone can agree with that.
Heck yeah. ButAlways not going to go down without a fight. And I'm really happy to see that, man. Definitely we've had a, you know, bit of a one-sided series with Nice and Rex, but ButAlways is saying no 3-0s, no more.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, this series is going to go for a little bit longer. Well, guys, we're going to take a short break. When we return, it is going to be Game 4 between Haas and ButAlways. The contender is fighting back. Can he take it to the ace match? Find out after the break. We'll see you then. G'day StarCraft fans and welcome back. We are in our best of 5 here, the Taiwanese region of the DreamHack Masters. I am Maynard, with me is Pig. This is our last best of 5 for the evening. Of course, Europe is just around the corner, so plenty of more StarCraft to come on this channel. But for us, we are still all business on this best of 5 with Haas currently being 2-1 up on ButAlways. Nearly got the 3-0, but then ButAlways clawed it back. And now we got ourselves a series, Pig, as I like to say.
Heck yeah, they could be just over that easily. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Not at all, mate.
Didn't say the magic word.
Didn't say the magic word. Nuh-uh. You know, and that is the point where if Haas doesn't watch out, ButAlways may lead him down a dark track. You know, it might be raining heavily. His car might go off the road. He might slip down a muddy slope. And ButAlways is always waiting to spit acid on his face, you know?
That's right. That's right. Don't steal secrets. Newman.
Stupid Newman.
I haven't seen that movie in years. The first one.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it, man. All that animatronics, all the effects hold up so well.
Yeah.
Animatronics.
Watching the new ones makes me sad. All right.
Yeah, I watched one on a plane.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then I wanted that thing from Men in Black where they erase your memory. I was like, please take it from me.
Oddly enough, when I watched the latest Men in Black, I wanted that thing too. In the top right. Winning a map here. Can he take it to the ace match? This is ButAlways.
And his opponent in the bottom left side. The favorite in this matchup, not able to find the mark in that last game though. Still only needs one more to get through. It's Haas.
Low ground 1 gate expand for Haas. High ground 2 gate for ButAlways.
Giving ButAlways an excuse to 3-gate robo you. It's worked in the past.
Fast expansion.
He barely needs an excuse usually.
19
Nexus 19 core, real quick on that core.
Well, hey. Oh, there's that proxy pylon here, and this is definitely for a proxy. This isn't a hidden pylon.
Already looking for it. But yeah, I think it's really hard, even if you find it, to like depower it. It's got to be defensive robo for Haas. I really do think that he's just going to be going for defensive robo play. and we're going to see an Immortal duel, but ButAlways will probably have to lift into the main just due to the early shield battery overcharge being available on that natural. Find out in the moment what Haas has in mind. He sees the robo, he confirms it. He's already gone Stargate. Okay.
Advantage Haas, I think. This is quite a lovely bit of scouting, and I like the tech. I mean, he's going for the he's full wall off as well.
Yeah.
And he's going to go straight for Void, right? Or
yeah, definitely he's got to, right? The thing is, did ButAlways see the Stargate? He did, right? So he should be able to just go straight for Mass Stalker Warp Prism. Don't even bother with the Immortal here.
Yeah, he has seen the Stargate confirmed there from Insano. Thank you, Insano.
Yeah, just get the Stalkers up, get in that main base potentially. Wearing away at the natural is always a tough one. I feel like this can go either way, but Haas is the player who in the past has just been so expert at defending from this scenario.
Yeah, I've watched him. I mean, he almost had it against ButAlways last game, where he just seemed to have overwhelming odds, but then defensively, thanks to the magic of Shield Battery and a Warp Prism, managed to just trade incredibly for a while there. But yeah, I remember him just like, you know, a couple Shield Batteries, a Stargate, and a Dream.
No Warp Prism on the way just yet. Of course, waiting for that third gateway, a few more Stalkers. Prism should be starting. Putting batteries on the front. What? Oh
Damn,
my gosh, that's
right.
crazy.
Damn. It really wants to kill out the pressure. Zenny pull just the slightly damaged Stalkers back to the battery and get back in there immediately.
Yeah, okay, wow. He says, why would I build a Prism here? You know, just get enough Stalkers to one-shot Void Rays and we'll be good. The Robo's on the way behind it. That's the thing, is once the Stalkers hit a critical mass, Void Rays just suck versus them. But Immortals? Oh, so good. Okay, Void Rays starting to fight here. Prismatic Alignment comes out. He hasn't used Battery Overcharge. The discipline for Haas in this scenario is very good. There we go. Now he brings it out.
And it makes sense right now as the Stargate's getting a little bit low. So I was going to say the Overcharged Shield Battery is not just here for the Void Rays, it's to keep the Stargate up as well. It's an extremely important structure for Haas.
Oh, ButAlways micro is always so good though. That Stargate's going to be going down. He's building a Forge now. Haas realizing, okay. Yeah, he's like, okay, I might get pushed through here. Stalker count continuing to grow for ButAlways. Another pylon on the front as well. Oh, looks like he's going to lose his first Stalker. But the Stargate has gone down. That allows him to run in further. The Immortal's here, though.
Yeah, Immortal is here. Overcharge has been used in the Shield Battery, so he doesn't have that to work with for now. But the Immortal is something that ButAlways really needs to respect. As soon as he doesn't have high ground vision, that Immortal can edge forward and start being in range of their Stalkers.
Yep, the Observer really helping out, though. Stalker does get focused down. Prismatic Alignment.
Oh my god, laser beams, baby.
So much damage. My gosh. Haas is such an expert at defending these scenarios.
ButAlways just lost like 4 Stalkers for nothing there. He does still have the numbers, of course. Oh, the low hit point Stalkers being prioritized. They're just getting bled to pieces here. Oh.
Prismatic Alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, battery overcharges, the building placement.